This past April, I had this amazing trip to Monterey, California to the CRE event. If you love bikes, e-bikes, I strongly recommend visiting. If you're nearby or if you plan a vacation in the future, this is the time and the place to go. Here you'll find insane production and prototypes hitting the market in the upcoming future. You'll also have the chance to try them out before it's launched, before it hits the markets. Also hang out with awesome people that share the same interests. Guys, at this event I found really good budget options for the fat tire and cargo e-bikes that were dirt cheap and good acceptable quality that you have been asking for a while in the comments on the previous videos. And Cycrown sent me this e-bike this past summer and I forgot about it. I lost it, kind of was like, piled up in a storage behind other bikes. I finally digged it out and I think it's a good time to take a closer look, test this e-bike and see what it is and how it performs. Here's the Cycrown Ultra all-terrain fully assembled, and I have the fenders here. The rear rack is missing with the lights. I'm planning to take this bike off-road, so I won't need these accessories, but once you order the bike, it will come with all these accessories in the box installed. On the website, it states 500 watts rear hub motor, but it looks like a 750 watt size. The battery is 48 volts, 15.6 amp hour capacity. Also, UL certified. Let's take a closer look at this bike. So the cockpit, good grips, hardware to secure it. Standard e-bike throttle, good part. The console, we have the horn here. Logan hydraulic brakes, really good brakes. Standard big color screen. And here we have a Livio. Actually, this is Alto's shifter. Really good shifter. I like this integration underneath. So very clean, standard, good parts. And here we have adjustability, compression, rebound. So actually, let's see. Yeah, this is kind of tough to, not sure if it doesn't move. I have to get some pliers. So this looks like it's stuck here, so it's not moving at all. Compression, a lot of positions here from left to right, and it's actually pretty soft. A lot of rebound and a lot of travel. The bike is pretty new, so you don't see much here, but it feels really good. And this is a budget standard fork. The light is missing here, I didn't install it. Also has a light in the back, but when you buy it, it comes with it and you can install it. I feel like for mountain biking, this looks better, and for off-roading, you don't need those parts. So if you place the order now, you get complete set on the bike. We'll go off-road. This is, I only rode a couple miles on the street and it's like 1.5 inches of travel. Very plush, very soft, but it has a little bit of noise on the rebound. Here the frame, you can see you can put front rack, really cool. And here we have quick release axle and the brakes, the Logan brakes. Let me show you guys quickly. Very good brakes. It's 2 pistons and we have 180 mil rotors. 4.5 by 26 inch tires, knobby tires, really good for off-road. The battery, you guys seen this before, comes out in the bottom. This is 15 amps, 48 volts. We have a standard shock which has a lot of travel, over 1 inch, very plush, very comfortable, no adjustability. So a standard frame, you get this two-tone color which looks really good. And in the back here, hydraulic Logan brakes, 750 watt rear hub motor. And check this out, you have Alto's, the new modern shifter. I like this, very smooth and fast, set up perfectly out of the box. And we have a standard chain ring and these pedals with double sandwich to keep the chain in place. So pretty standard stuff. Alright guys, so the bike is fully charged. Let's see how it does uphill and acceleration. Just throttle. Oh, it's doing pretty well, 9 miles and it stays 8.6. Yeah, not bad actually. Low speed but very consistent and good torque. So let's see if you accelerate now. Okay, so it took me like almost a full spin of the pedals and a half to get the bike moving. Not sure why he's standing there at the stop sign. But yeah, it picks up really well actually. And actually keeps it goes into the cruise control. Let's see, just pedaling. Yeah, it takes about 1.5 turn to engage, and after that it's pretty torquey. 25, 26, 28. Yeah, I think 28 is limited, so it doesn't let you pass 28, and it's uphill here. Yeah, 28 is maximum speed, so limited class 3. Let's do just throttle. On the throttle, 27, 28. Yeah, brakes are good. So far feels really nice. Good brakes, suspension in the back, surprisingly good actually. It's a standard budget shock, but doesn't make any noise. Over 2 inches of travel feels actually feels like a lot. It doesn't bottom down, and very flush, very soft. Yeah, torque is pretty good, very easy to pedal. Now I'm going uphill, 27 miles an hour, easy. 26. The bike looks very budget, like on the cheap side. This frame doesn't have any complication, just standard dual suspension frame, but surprisingly very comfortable, a lot of travel in the back. The front, if you go more aggressive, it kind of bumps back up, makes a little bit of noise, but not bad. You can see here about 2 inches of travel on the road, and here it's almost like 1.5 inches. Actually, it might be more, but it feels very good, surprisingly. It doesn't look as good as it feels, I would say. I'll pull like that. I did some light trails like fire roads for about 5 miles just to get the feel. Also tried more aggressive rocky trails and hard-packed dirt trails. Not going full power since I'm holding my X4 camera with one hand, but the bike is capable, fun, and has plenty of power to tackle these terrains easily. This model with fenders, also with racks, can be very comfortable long-range options for commuters. If you play with the changing of the gears and you pedal, the bike is actually quite nimble, fast, and comfortable. Here, not much noise, not much shaking. It's a very decent bike. It actually performs much better than it looks. And it's quite fast, actually. I'm on the 5th speed. Even if I go now, let's say, if I go 3rd, it still has enough power to get you over like medium to like steep hills. Actually, I'm in 2nd, look at that. Even 2nd, it's not bad. In 3rd, you can see how it jumps. It has a lot of power. A lot of travel in the back compared to the front. The front only like 2 inches, and it feels stiff. Even if I adjust all the way to the max, it's like 2.5 inches of travel, maybe 2 even. Comfortable, doesn't make noise, but I can feel there's more plush, more rebound in the back, which is supposed to be the other way around. The frame shock is really a budget one. They didn't have much expectation. It's just there to keep the frame together, and actually performs very good, actually, I would say. Exceptionally well for this price level, for the size. Look at that. Going with those steps, and it's like good rebound, good action. Doesn't feel loose. The triangle feels solid. Really good, actually. The front, I was expecting more, to be honest. But still, the bike overall very comfortable and very capable. Wow, the battery dipped to 2 lines, and I have about 8.8 miles in range so far. This range test was done about 70% on the road and the remaining off-road. My weight 235 pounds, temperature mid to low 40s, pretty cold, and this battery was a bit tricky. Up to 17 miles I rode maximum 5th level assist, and at 17 miles mark the battery started to flash red, so I switched to 3rd level assist, thinking I would not make it back home, and after that the battery would just not die. I did a crazy amount of circles around my building thinking this battery will die any moment. 7 miles in range, still flashing, and I'm still able to get 16 to 19 to 20 miles an hour with assist. Like, you can hear the motor running, and look, still going pretty strong. Riding for almost 5 miles, and since 70 miles in range, this bag was flashing, and I still in third can easily get 15-16 miles an hour without paddling too hard, and the bike is still running. And just throttle, look, the bike is still going strong. So the battery indicator, the screen indicator, it's off by a lot. Riding for 5 miles since 17 miles in range and still going strong, it needs to be adjusted. And I was able to ride up to 27.6 miles in range. Considering my weight and cold weather conditions, I would say the results are pretty good. Also, this screen does not show the battery capacity accurately. I could have ride this bike in 5th level assist way longer, way past 70-mile mark. It's still wet from the last couple of days of raining. It's not completely dry, but it's rideable and it's so much fun. And this bike actually does pretty well here and have less assist. But because it engages like after a second and a half, it's a pretty good workout. So you like push hard and then you kind of like chill and relax after the bike start, you know, engaging the motor. Follow the trail. So yeah, suspension and these fat tires are actually working so well here. It's not a very advanced bike, but you can do a lot of cool stuff here. Picks up really nicely. And if you play with the gears in the back, you have so much more versatility and power, and you can set up the bike exactly how you want it. You can remove the power assist, and I think it would be fun to burn some calories on this trail. So the battery kind of like sags down. I turned the bike off for like 2 minutes and it came back up. So we have like 3 lines. It was 4 earlier. So the battery doesn't show, the screen doesn't show accurate capacity, and if you drop the assist, you'll get eventually so much more range this model. But 15 amps, I think that's pretty decent. That's a standard that you get on this type of bikes. It would be nice to see 20 amp hour, but you add more weight to the bike. So, and this is a standard battery, so I'm sure you can email the company and find a 20 amp battery that fits this frame, and it should be the same connector. Just swap it if you're looking for more range and have a second battery in your backpack and have enough to ride all day. Yeah, you need to drop a seat post for this trail and for this frame, and that can be easily added. But the bike is not bad actually. You can hear there's not much shaking and wiggling. A lot of bikes that are on this price level, like $1,500 or less, especially those that are $1,100 to $100, they'll do well on this trail, but there's so much shake, noise, like parts moving. It's just like here, nothing is shaking pretty much. It's solid. And if something, you know, if you hear in the background that Insta360 X4 amplifies the noise, and it should not sound like rattling and cheap. So pretty impressed and pretty happy with the performance. I think it's pretty cool. It's priced a little high, I think, for what you get here. I think that if they had some more complication, more advanced geometry in this frame, I think you'll kind of like, you know, justify that. But surprisingly, the shock and all this linkage here, it's solid. It doesn't move sideways, doesn't make noise, and I like more how suspension works in the back versus the front. You can also upgrade the shock. I think you don't need to upgrade. This is really, really good. Maybe a better front fork. You see here only 2 inches of travel. Kind of feel stiff. You can upgrade that, and this will be an amazing bike. Also get the dropper seat post. The saddle is good. The rest is good. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this model. All the links, as always, down in the description box for all the products I use and share. Ride safe, and I'll see you next time.